Please don't adjust the slider. I'm going to ignore that. Do you know what time it is right now? No. Is the time that it is right now the correct time? No. What is time anyway? Yes! Is there anything about yourself that you haven't told me? Yes. Help. No. Will you come back to visit me? No. Yes, I already know the story of the man named Stanley.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Yep. Well, thankfully I have an idea of what I should do this time to find new areas.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Yep.
Yes,
Through the
truly
lounge.
a room worth admiring. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No, he did not.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps
Nope.
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Oops.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Get on the platform.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
Can I make it? No, I cannot. And on and off. On, off. On, off. On, off.
Oh, well, look who's got cold feet. Sorry to break it to you, Stanley, but that lift isn't coming back. You'd best either get comfortable right here on this platform, or test your luck by jumping to the floor below. You know what? Looking at it now, it's not that far to the bottom floor. I bet you can make it.
I don't know. Can I go back? No, I cannot. Door shut.
Come on. I'm sure you'll survive the jump. Don't tell me you're scared. That's not the Stanley I know. Do it! Do it! Do it! Do it! Do it! Do it! Do it!
I don't like the sound of this guy. He sounds like he should be asking me to do a flip. Okay, I can crouch. This is my first time realizing that. Achievement unlocked. You can't jump. Well, that answers that question. Can I do a flip? Nope.
Whoops. Looks like I was wrong. How clumsy of me.
Thanks, buddy.
When Stanley came to a set of
Into
2
the door.
open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Do.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of
I'm sorry,
disbelief,
Broom Closet, but I must
Stanley
ignore
decided
you.
to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Do.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
I'm not here for calming New Age music. I'm here to get more endings.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
And in we go. Going down. We're not going to ride the elevator 4 times this time. Do.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Sounds good to me. And...
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
I've already found out what happened.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Alright. Let's go this way. What's that do?
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Looks that way.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Would he now? Trying to see, do any of these buttons do anything? Console disabled, no. Well, let's keep looking around. 1, 2. Is there 3 or 4 or There's 3. Where's 4? Yoo-hoo! Button 4! We're back to 1. That's 2. Is there a button? Are there any more buttons, or... Should probably keep looking around. Doesn't look like it, but... looks like that's it. Meh. Maybe I'll find something with that later. Oh, wait, there's 1. Wait, that's 5. Where's 4? Okay, no, I gotta find button 4. I'm in too deep. Gotta find button 4. Button 4! Let's see. There's button 1. There's button 2. And over here we have button 3. Where is button 4? I found 1, 2, 3, and 5. 4 has to be around here somewhere. But where could it be? No, no, no. Is it up there, perhaps? If so, how do I get up there? I'm sure it is around here somewhere. But where? No. Maybe there is no button 4 and something happens if I press button 5. Only one way to find out. We'll find button 5 later. Mind control idle awaiting input.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
Really? Well, what would happen if I press on?
Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control? Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say 2 minutes. Now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley?
All right, let's get out of here.
It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going.
We gotta get out of here.
Which means I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are?
Well, I found button 4.
A moment of solace before you're obliterated. All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free.
What?
Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone.
Let me out!
Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp.
You're crazy!
So, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not?
Oh.
These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to
Is this where the buttons come in?
screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me.
I don't know.
Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video
Because I'm dying?
One solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is? Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless.
What?
To see you made humble. This is not a challenge.
No, the number buttons don't do anything!
You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't.
What?
Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No enemy. Just you being blown to pieces.
Help!
Will you cling desperately to your frail life? Or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count. or don't, it's all the same to me, all a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever after.
This guy's insane!